Is this movie even worth reviewing anymore? I mean, it's been out for 3 weeks. I completely missed the boat on it. Well, you know what I'm realizing? I'm bad at this. First Man. So First Man is a biopic of Neil Armstrong, not of his entire life, but of the part of his life that led up to the successful mission of the Apollo 11. The Apollo 11 that landed on the moon. That Apollo 11 landed on the moon. I'm really bad at it. So First Man is a biopic of Neil Armstrong, not of his entire life, but of the part of his life that led up to the successful mission of the Apollo 11 that landed him on the moon. That's basically it. What else can I say about what this movie's about? I mean, it shows the hardships and the struggles that everybody involved went through. I mean, people died, funding was lost, the entire country was in a state of unrest because they were like, hey, we're fighting Vietnam. Why are you trying to go to the moon? And it was a pretty valid criticism, I suppose, but at the same time, we went to the moon and lost the war. One thing that I've heard people say, though, is that they're not a huge fan of the way that Neil was portrayed in the movie. I've never met Neil Armstrong in my life, so I have no clue if he was done well, but I think that Ryan did this on purpose. Ryan Gosling's a fantastic actor, so to hear that he portrayed an actor as being emotionally walled off and completely void of all human feelings didn't really make any sense to me until I saw what was going on, and I understood. It's like, oh, well, this is why he's this way. Even though the movie's old, I'm still not going to spoil it because I don't plan on doing a spoiler review for it because it's history and you can just look it up. All right, now to get down to what I liked about the movie. Pretty much everything, although I didn't enjoy how much shaky cam there was. How much shaky cam was there? The entire movie was shaky cam. And I got really tired of it. I mean, it worked for the space scenes, like where there was an actual craft heading up there, but if these characters are just sitting here talking, put the camera on a tripod and just leave it there. I don't understand why people feel the need to have Michael J. Fox holding the camera so that it gets just the right amount of shake. That was a really bad joke. I'm terribly sorry. I'm not sure who was the director of photography on this film, but it was just really hard to watch, and it's a huge, I'm going to give that a big old cross. Well, that's Wakanda Forever. Whoops. The score was magnificent, though. It was always capable of giving you a blend of victory and dread, no matter what was going on. Even when you knew that the Apollo 11 mission was going to be successful, you still weren't quite sure if they were going to make it out there because you found out about struggles that they had on that flight that you didn't even know existed. All you knew is that they went out there and they came back. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that happened, apparently. I mean, I pretty much got what I wanted out of this movie, though. It was a harsh retelling of the real-life events that took place around that 7 years, no, it was 8 years, to get from, hey, we're just flying this thing around the edge of the atmosphere to we're on the moon now. But it took very, very long to get there. And with that, the movie was very boring in some parts. I didn't want to have to say that about a movie I was looking forward to so much, but it really bored me for a good 35% of it. And I just don't know what else to say about that. I can't lie to you guys. And to me, I think that's like the cardinal sin of filmmaking. If your movie's boring, then you have failed. You couldn't even make something so bad that I could stay entertained by it. But I don't know. Most of the movie I enjoyed, though. It was just a large portion of it that I was like, I do not care. Show me outer space. Another thing I really liked was the sound design, because it'll go from the loudness, I guess, of the inside of the spacecraft to the complete silence in outer space so seamlessly. It feels like you actually went out to space. And hey, man, if you can immerse me in outer space, well, at least give me a spacesuit first. What is with my jokes today? Another issue I have with this movie is it doesn't know when to end. When you're watching it, you'll see 3 shots very close together where you're like, okay, end the movie now. But you know what the movie doesn't do? It doesn't end. And apart from learning things about that mission that you didn't know previously, there's really no reason to watch this movie, especially to watch it a second time. So unfortunately, I can't give it a bite on Blu-ray. I just have to say it was worth the price of admission. And even that's being kind of generous. I don't think this is going to be in my top 10 favorite movies this year, which really hurts my feelings. There was so much going for it. I'm sorry, you guys. I wanted to like it more than I did. So, First Man, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever it is with everything, comment below and educate me. And as always, if you like what you've seen and you want to see more, well, I don't know why you would want that, but I'll help you out.